And today we are here with My Story Animated, some MSA, okay? On my 12-hour stream a couple days ago, you guys were basically saying that you guys wanted me to react to some MSA. I was like, what is MSA? But it's literally just short for My Story Animated, and I didn't know that. One story that did catch my eye was called I Faked Losing My Memory. So we're about to see how she faked losing her memory. All right.
I think I have loved Jake since we were kids.
Who's
we
Jake?
Were next door neighbors.
Oh, okay. She's about to tell us.
It was the most natural thing that we became best friends.
Okay.
Jake lived with his grandparents. He was always over my house.
Okay, Jake.
I think he enjoyed being part of a normal family. So I made him play with doll houses with me. He taught me how to play baseball.
That's a vibe.
We rode our bikes and flew kites. In the head. We played princess and monsters.
Why is he the princess,
Jake was always
though?
my knight in shining armor. We played in sandboxes, playgrounds, and even did our homework together.
Is like a best friend
Jake and I
or like
were inseparable. When we got to junior high, we were each other's dates. It was easier that way.
Why y'all walking
we were
in
always
like
together
that?
Anyway. I didn't have to worry if I was pretty enough to be asked by other guys. Jake didn't have to be nervous about asking another girl. We did a lot of crazy things together.
So
Once,
they're together?
when we were 10 years old,
I'm so confused.
Jake dared me to drink some of his dad's brandy. It tasted awful.
What is that?
I threw up right
Brandy?
after and got a terrible headache
that like
the next day. Jake teased me a lot about puking, so I just pretended that I didn't remember anything that happened. That's how we were. Always joking and teasing. Since we were always together, we just both assumed that we would always be there for each other, no matter what.
So they are like best friends, right?
Especially by our families. They called us Mr. and Mrs. We just shrugged it off.
So they're not together.
I didn't think it was so bad if I ended up marrying Jake when we got older. It would be great to marry my best friend. When I would think about it, I always pictured myself at a wedding with me walking down the aisle with my hand on Jake's arm.
Oh, yeah?
It was like it was foretold. I already met my soulmate when I was just 4 years old. Do you want to meet and marry your soulmate too? Click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to leave a great comment below.
I'm just trying to get to the part where she started forgetting.
I guess it's only natural that Jake started hanging out with other boys. I had other girlfriends too, but my best friend was always going to be Jake. Nothing was ever going to change that.
Y'all are still BFFs.
One day, Jake went over to my house and brought a new friend along. Hey, Sarah, he said. This is Gilbert. When I looked at Gilbert, my heart totally stopped.
What in the world?
He was the most handsome boy I had ever seen.
Is he sick? Like, is
he
ugly?
Hit the top of his head, his golden hair shone like a halo.
Oh my, I thought she was doing that face because he was ugly.
Felt like I was looking at an angel.
Okay.
Hi, Sarah.
I didn't know he looked that good now.
He shook my hand and I felt the electricity pass between us.
Oh gosh.
Jake asked me if they could hang out with me that day. Of course, I said yes.
Okay, I guess.
Gilbert turned out to be a great guy. It
playing
even helped
the Xbox,
that he looked like a model too.
I don't know.
He was funny and he was a good listener.
Okay.
He always smiled when Jake and I got into our arguments.
Why?
I have to admit that I developed a little crush on Gilbert. How could I not? He was so handsome and kind.
So what about the other guy?
For months on end, it became the three of us.
Does Jake not like you?
We watched movies together.
Confused.
We had silly picnics in the park. The summer before we all left for college, our parents agreed that we could all take a trip with just the three of us.
I heard that trios never work.
So we went to the beach house of Gilbert's family and stayed overnight. After dinner, Gilbert brought out some drinks. We giggled and laughed a lot,
they're in college now, right?
So we weren't old enough to drink yet.
Oh, never mind.
Anyway. I wasn't used to drinking, and I got drunk really fast. The next thing I knew, I was on the couch cuddling with Gilbert.
Oh, really?
You're so handsome, I told him while I stroked his cheek.
Why y'all? This is illegal.
See that Gilbert was getting uncomfortable. Sarah, I think you've had enough to drink.
He's like, no,
he told me. He tried to push my hand away, but I refused, and instead, I did the most aggressive thing I have ever done in my life.
What?
I kissed Gilbert full on the lips. I didn't know if it was his first kiss, but it was definitely mine. I only stopped kissing Gilbert when I heard the sound of something breaking. When I looked up, I saw Jake looking at us with a shocked look on his face.
That face! Wait. That
when I looked
face!
Up, I saw
he was so disgusted!
I saw Jake looking at us with a shocked look on his face. Somehow,
I feel like Jake
that look brought me to my senses. I blushed, stood up, and apologized. Sorry,
embarrassing.
I think I've had enough to drink.
This is why trios don't work.
I ran to the bathroom and locked myself in.
Oh,
I splashed some water on my face to clear my head. I felt so guilty about doing something like that, especially in front of Jake. When I remembered his face, I remember seeing anger, disbelief, and a little bit of disgust.
That face is hilarious.
I loved Jake, but was I in love with him? Should I have kissed him instead?
I don't know.
It was a huge mistake to kiss Gilbert.
What do you mean?
He was just so handsome. Is this how it felt loving two different people at the same time?
Girl,
I felt so confused.
I thought Jake was your friend.
Dreaded facing the two of them again the next morning.
I'm confused.
During breakfast the next day, Gilbert tried to talk to me.
Oh, this is awkward.
Sarah, about last night, he started to say.
Don't even talk.
She doesn't remember, he said. When we drank some of my dad's brandy when we were 10 years old, Sarah did a lot of silly things, but she forgot all about them the next day.
Wow.
Although I remember kissing Gilbert, I decided to play along. I lied and said I didn't remember doing anything the night before. It was just easier to pretend that nothing happened. That memorable evening was the last one we had in a long time. I was off to a different college than the two boys. I knew I would only see them during the holidays.
At least it's not weird anymore.
I was going to miss being with Jake all the time.
Oh, gosh.
But it wasn't all that bad. We were still texting and calling each other a lot. I was glad to hear that Jake was still hanging out with Gilbert.
Are they
like, bummed to hear that neither of them were coming back.
Jake and Gilbert are together.
Home for Christmas or spring break.
Yes.
Jake said that they had a lot of things planned with the boys. I just reminded him to be good and not to kiss random girls.
Like
You're
you
the
did?
Random kisser, he teased me. It was a good thing that he couldn't see my face because I still remember that awkward night.
Oh my gosh.
So I didn't see the boys until the next summer.
Forgot. You're gonna be
on
like,
my first day back, I heard a frantic knock on my bedroom door. I jumped out of bed quickly and opened the door.
Who was it?
Jake was standing there, all tanned and smiling. I hugged him fiercely.
Okay.
Then I felt another pair of arms around us.
Gilbert?
It was
again?
Gilbert. It was a nice three-way hug from a group of old friends.
There's still
that
a trio.
Wow. Felt like we were never apart.
Okay.
We spent every day together, just trying to catch up on missed time.
Nice.
I felt a little jealous of some of the things Jake and Gilbert did without me.
Wait, I didn't even notice her down there.
Fun in their college.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Sarah? Gilbert asked. Break any hearts in that fancy college of yours? I laughed a little too loudly and shook my head.
Oh my
now
gosh.
That Jake was here, I
down.
realized that he was the reason why I never fell for anyone in college.
Oh, really?
No one understood me like Jake did. I looked at him and knew that he felt exactly the same way.
It
was a surprise when he asked Gilbert to go home early that day. I've got to talk to Sarah for a bit, he explained to Gilbert.
Shoot.
Gilbert nodded.
So they're not together.
Jake asked me to go for a walk.
I was rooting for
feeling kind
Jake
of
and Gilbert.
Excited and nervous. What was he going to say? Was he finally going to let me know that he felt something between us?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Finalizing that we were an item now.
These things we have in plot twists. So
we sat down on a bench and he held my hand. There's something I want to tell you, Sarah.
Oh my gosh,
he began with
Why am
all
I
seriousness.
Scared? Why am I
thought to myself, this is it. It doesn't matter to him that I kissed Gilbert last year. He knows that I was just drunk. He's going to tell me that he loves me too. I love you, Sarah, he said.
Okay, so far so good.
I've loved you from when we were kids. I've wanted to tell you something for a long time. I know that you'll understand. Sarah, I'm gay. What? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. How can Jake be gay? I mean, he just told me that he loved me. Then he said something else that was totally unbelievable. He said that he was in love with Gilbert. And
what did I say? I literally said it was going to be a plot twist. Him and Gilbert were going to be together, bro. I literally called it.
Gilbert felt the same way about him.
I knew it, bro.
I sat there and stared at Jake.
Oh my, I feel so bad for her. Of all the things he could
have told me that day,
I feel so bad.
This was the last thing that I expected. I reminded him that he was upset when I kissed Gilbert.
Oh, so you remember.
I thought he was jealous because he was in love with me. Then Jake laughed. I knew you were just pretending that you forgot about that night.
Wow.
He said, I was trying to save your dignity. I also know that you kissed Gilbert because he's so handsome. I thought that was the reason I fell for him too, but it's not just his looks. You know how Gilbert is. He's so great. Damn, Jake. He knew me too well. But there was something he knew nothing about. He didn't know that I was in love with him.
I'm pretty sure he
kept talking about wanting his own family.
Right?
He never felt like he was complete because he never knew his own parents. He was scared to come out to other people, especially to his grandparents. He kept asking me if I understood and if I was still his best friend.
As soon as he said, I knew you were going to understand,
my heart felt like it was being crushed in my chest.
This is actually
sad.
I stood up
and left. It was just too humiliating.
Oh, this is sad.
I didn't see either Jake or Gilbert again that summer.
The cat is sad too.
It was a relief when it was finally time to go back to school.
Oh, gosh.
I went through a dating craze when I went back to college, and I rarely went home. I didn't want to see anyone from my past. It was probably all over town by now. Everybody probably knew that Jake was gay. I couldn't face everyone feeling sorry for me. So I dated as many boys as I could. I needed to prove to myself that men could fall in love with me. I needed to prove to myself that I didn't need Jake's love. So I ended up dating Wesley, and he became my boyfriend. Then one day, I was pregnant. There was no other place to go but home. I packed my bags and went home in tears. My life was such a mess. Wesley was just as shocked as I was.
What are you doing?
He didn't want to be a father, just like I didn't want to become a mom. Not yet, anyway. I was too young. I wanted to get married to a great guy first and have a honeymoon. I wanted a career. I didn't want to be bogged down with a child.
That's why you can't be just doing it with everybody.
I don't know who called him, but suddenly Jake was back home with me too. He knew I was going through a hard time.
Did Wesley call you?
We both cried a lot
how you leave
together.
right after he?
I feel so alone.
Came right after he left.
I told him, but Jake told me something that completely opened up my mind. I felt alone for a long time too. It's not easy being gay in this town. I know people are judging me. I had hoped for your support when I came out. Then the gravity of what I did suddenly dawned on me.
Bro.
I kept saying that Jake and I were best friends, but I left when he needed me most. It's okay,
exactly.
Sarah, he said.
Exactly.
I knew it was a shock. He told me that he loved me.
This is like a really big turn.
Wasn't going to change the fact that I would always be his best friend.
Oh, gosh.
Then he told me that having a baby was one of the best things that could happen to anyone. I don't want this baby, Jake.
Oh my
I replied,
gosh. Why did this take a turn for the worse?
You want an abortion, Jake asked me with an angry voice.
Oh my gosh.
You can't do that. I sobbed and I nodded. I knew I could never do that. But what else were my options? You can do this. I'll be with you the whole time. You won't be alone.
I don't even know what to say.
This baby is going to be so loved by everyone.
I don't even know what to say.
He begged me not to give the baby away. He reminded me that he grew up without parents. I nodded and agreed. I could be a mother to this baby if I wanted to. After a couple of weeks, I started to feel better with Jake by my side. He was my rock. I got my strength from him. Then one day, he told me some more news. He and Gilbert decided to get married.
He's living out her dream right now,
I was
bro.
so happy for him.
Oh, she's happy. Okay, I thought she was crying
Even
because
if I had deserted him in the past, he was still there for me.
Because she doesn't have that, you know?
I was happy that he was happy.
At least she's happy for him.
The thought of Jake and Gilbert stopped tormenting me.
That's nice.
I love them both very much.
We love
and
it.
I finally decided
Can we get a good ending,
there was
please?
no room for jealousy if I loved someone.
Yes, of
Jake
course.
would always be my first love. And if I loved him enough, I would be happy for him too.
Yeah, of course.
They decided to get hitched a few months before I gave birth. Jake asked me to walk him down the aisle.
Oh,
His grandparents didn't approve of their marriage, but I was going to make sure that their wedding was going to be full of love and support.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
It felt like the most natural thing. I saw this happen in my head when I was just a child.
Yes.
I was wearing a lovely dress, and Jake wore a tuxedo. Gilbert was waiting
so this
for
is
us.
like what she
It broke my
pictured
heart a
their
little
wedding
to
would
let
be,
Jake go.
but
if I was going to lose him to someone, it was good that I was going to give him to a good person like Gilbert. They never even left for a honeymoon. My two boys stayed with me during the whole pregnancy. You're so lucky, Sarah, Gilbert said. As much as I want to be a father, I guess I'll just settle for being your baby's favorite uncle. Hell no, Jake cried. I'm going to be this baby's favorite person.
Dang!
It warmed my heart to hear them that way.
Okay.
The baby wasn't here yet,
at least they're going to help you. You know, they're going to help you take care.
Gilbert agreed to give me anything that I wanted.
Shopping spree.
It was like having two husbands that were super supportive.
Dang.
They took care of me. They held my hair back when I grew up. They rubbed lotion on my growing belly so I wouldn't get stretch marks.
It's not like ew, but it's just like the way it looked.
To eat some pickles. When I went into labor, I was brave enough to endure the pain.
Her face.
I was going to give this baby the best life it could ever have. So I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl.
It was like a twist after another twist after another twist, but it's a happy ending.
I looked at my baby and wondered if I could do the thing that I knew I had to do.
Do what?
When Jake and Gilbert arrived to visit, I saw them hold the baby in their arms. They looked like a perfect family. I'm finally giving you a wedding gift. Sorry it took so long. I told my boys.
Wait, what?
You're holding her in your arms.
What?
Then I handed Gilbert a stack of papers. It was for my baby's adoption.
Wow.
I was giving up my rights as a mother. I was giving them my baby. Of all the years I've known Jake, I've never seen him cry until that day. And I never really realized just how much I loved him. I loved all three of them. I was giving my baby to the best parents in the world.
Do y'all understand how many plot twists there were in this one video? Please go over to MSA, previously My Story Animated. Give them a sub, give them a like, give them a couple views. I don't know, but they got some fire animations. If you guys want to go watch some more, link will be down in the description down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah.